Ladies and gentlemen, the RT Boxing Show with Mr. A. Breakdown and predictions, Volume 40, shall begin shortly in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is test time. Test. Bivol versus Barrera. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it, folks? The WBA World Light Heavyweight Champion is on the line. Bivol's big test, first defense. Everyone's saying, is he too young? Can he handle the pressure? Can Barrera get past the lump, the hill this time? Sullivan Barrera is coming at 21-1. His one defeat is coming against the great retired Andre Ward. So a lot of people look at that defeat like it's really not there. So, he's going against Dmitry Bivol, 12-0, 10 KOs, 83% knockout ratio, while Barrera has 21-1. He lost to Andre Ward, 14 KOs, 64 knockout ratio. Now, just to get a feel of why people feel is Bivol ready, ring experience, 64 rounds for Bivol, 114 for Barrera, but he's 35 years old. Bivol's 27. Bivol is going to be coming here the shorter man. He's at 6 foot. Barrera's 6'2" with a 73-inch reach. Couldn't find Bivol's reach, but with the height and that 73 play a factor, perhaps. Now, the key factor in this fight is in Barrera's last 5 fights, he hit the mat 4 times. Bivol has an 83% knockout ratio, a deadly 1-2 artist. Not much of a body attack. Occasionally he mixes up the hook here and there. Will this be the fight where Barrera luck runs out from him getting off the mat? He's been able to get off the mat and win these fights except against Andre Ward. Will this be the end of that reign? Get up and show something. Now, feet-wise, they both get Bivol is a very straightforward fighter. 1-2, he's tight guard and he throws a 1-2. His legs are, for the most part, sturdy and underneath him and set up for the next punch. But when he does go for the finish, when he realizes his opponent is hurt, he has a tendency to go a little wide-legged and he can be off balance and he can be caught in that. While Barrera has the same problem, he can throw himself off balance sometimes. His legs ain't always the sturdiest, which is why sometimes he gets put on the mat. He gets hit with a flash knockdown because his feet ain't always set up properly. So in saying that, I'm going with Bivol's feet work because they both put themselves off balance, but for the most part, Bivol's feet are right underneath him. Defensively, I'm going with the tight-knit Bivol. I said Barrera, he's been on the mat 4 times in his last 5 fights, so his defense is holy. You could throw with him, you could hit him on the jabs. He's more of his hands are mid guard, so he can be hit 1-2. Right now, as we've seen, yes, Bivol may have not fought the elite competition, but if you look at Sullivan Barrera's record, take away Ward, his best name is probably Shabransky, and everyone kind of just basically took a crap on Shabransky when Kovalev fought him. He had Joe Smith Jr., pay-per-view Paul Barker, so it's you could kind of say their competition is the same. And if you want to do a comparison, Bivol's best opponent is Sullivan Barrera's last fight, Felix Valero. Barrera went the distance. Bivol stopped him. So if you want to pinpoint comparisons and say anything, Bivol seems to have got the upper hand in the triangle match. Now, going for offensively, jab for jab, like I said, Bivol is a 1-2 machine. I'm going with the jab on Bivol. It's to me, it's more accuracy. It's a little more snappish in it. But Barrera's is not a bad jab. It seems I like Bivol's better, considering that's all he really has. He really focuses on that. Now, punches, selections, and weaponry. Barrera throws more. He gives you more to think about. You know, he goes up and down more often than Bivol does. Uppercuts. Well, I said Bivol is just a 1-2, 1-2, and occasionally hook to the body. So punch selection, we're going with Barrera. Power, from what we've seen, it seems Bivol. You can say whatever you want to say about the competition, but the people in the ring that they're fighting, it seems the Bivol's punches affect his opponents more than Barrera. You know, so I'm going with the jab, Bivol, the punch selection and combination selection is Barrera, and power I'm leaning towards Bivol. And that being said, before we give the prediction right here on Ready Talk Boxing, I am your host, Mr. A. I always do my thank yous and for supporting the show. Thumbs up. If you're a new viewer, thank you for finding the show. Thank you for tuning in. Please become a new subscriber. Take that 278 subscriptions up to 300. Turn the thumbs up to a blue one. And tune in for the next show. Now, on to the prediction. I'm going with, and still champion, Dmitry Bivol. I think Sullivan Barrera's luck runs out from getting off the mat. I think he does get getting off the mat and winning the fight. I think he does get put down. And I actually think Bivol will stop Barrera. I do believe so in the late rounds. Mr. A says, here's your thumbs up. I appreciate if you return the favor. Great thumbs. Make them blue. Thanks for the support. Tune in for the next one. Appreciate it, guys.